We're only just a few weeks away from the start of the spring breeding season, which here in Oklahoma generally starts around the 1st of May, so that we're done with the breeding season by the end of June. Because heat stress can have such an impact on breeding performance of beef cattle that I think it's important that we remind ourselves that we need to get that breeding season completed as much as we possibly can before those July, August, early September high-pressure heat domes settle in on us and cause some real stress on our cattle. You see, heat stress can have an effect on reproduction in a couple of ways. Right at the time of breeding or insemination, we know from large databases from dairy herds that any increase in body temperature of these cows right at the time of insemination can reduce pregnancy rates by a few percentage points. In one study, it indicated that if the cow's body temperature was increased only by 0.9 degrees Fahrenheit, they lost about 13% on the conception rates on the day of insemination. If the heat stress occurred the next day, it wasn't quite as dramatic, but about a 7% loss in conception rates. And that's just at the time of breeding. You want to remember, that's only the female side of the story at the time of breeding. We want to remember that males also, if they're heat stressed, we have seen lowered sperm quality, lowered semen quality, and therefore lowered fertility from the bulls. And when you multiply those two things together, it becomes a rather substantial loss in pregnancy percentages. That's just at the time of breeding. Also, from data conducted here at Oklahoma State back in the 80s, we know that heat stress 2 weeks after breeding can still have an impact on early embryo survival. The data in that situation again found that only a small increase in body temperature, what seemed like small to us, 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit increase in body temperature for a sustained period of time, lowered the pregnancy percentage rather substantially. So there looks like, at least at the time of breeding and early gestation, that if we have hot weather for a sustained period of time, it really can result in a reduced conception rate, pregnancy rate, and that's why we want to try to get our breeding season taken care of before the real hot weather of July, August, and early September comes along. Keep that in mind. It'll help us get a better calf crop each year and therefore help our bottom line. Hey, we'll look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.